Yes, welcome to this episode. So today's episode is actually one of my favorite, it's gonna be one of my favorite episodes, where because something that I've been thinking a lot about. And I read this quote and it's in Spanish. So excuse my Espanol, right? I read this quote in Spanish, and I'm gonna give you guys this both the Spanish version and the English version, right? So excuse my Spanish. So it's said in Spanish, Nunca habrá un borrador para corregir el pasado, pero siempre habrá un lápiz para escribir el futuro, by José Oscar González Hernández. Okay, that's my Spanish, right? But I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm fairly sure that it's translated in English as there will never be an eraser for correcting the past, but there will always be a pencil to write the future. When I first saw this, I was like, wow, this is amazing. Because first of all, what we always do in life, as we're struggling to seek for joy, we're always putting our energy in the past. We're trying to learn from the past, bringing that past to the future. We're trying to learn from the past and bringing that past to our present, right? And it's true that we have the ability to learn from the past. It's true that we have the courage to learn from the past. We can learn all from relationships, finances, everything that you've learned in the past. It's good because some of those things are lessons that you can actually build off on and see how you can create a new future or a new present while you're targeting your future. But one of the challenges that I've seen so many cases, and even for myself, is that so many times we try to focus so much energy on the past, and if you focus so much energy on the past, guess what happens? You start living in the past instead of the present. At the end of the day, you can't write the future. I was so excited when I saw this quote, and I couldn't wait to share it with you guys because it made so much difference just to say that, your past is your past. Your past is where it is. It's your past, right? It's going to stay there. It's always going to stay there. The only person that brings the past to the present is you. Right? It's the only person who brings the past from the present is you, because you are the only one that keeps thinking about the past. Maybe something negative happened in the past. It happened. So what? It's gone. I mean, I'm not trying to minimize whatever happened to you in the past. Maybe it's a positive or negative energy or whatever happened to you in the past. I'm not trying to minimize that at all. But what I want you to start thinking about primarily is that what are the things that you're thinking of? What are the negative things that are taking so much joy from your life? What are the things that are depriving you from living in the present? What are the things that you can learn both the good and the bad from the past, right? But the most important thing for you is to understand, take an accountability, just take an account of yourself, right? I'm going to give you an exercise after at the end of this episode. I'm going to give you an exercise, something you can hold on to, something you can take upon yourself to challenge yourself to do while, we can follow up this conversation maybe in the chat or on social media, but feel free to hit me up at any point in time. But what I wanted to do to really understand is the issue here for you to understand where, first of all, see and take a good accountability of what the kind of thoughts that you have going on in your mind, the things that happened to you in the past. Evaluate yourself to see, am I focusing so much energy on the present, or am I focusing so much energy on the things or the negative things that happened in the past, and how are those things impacting my present and my future? At the end of the day, I'm gonna share with you guys 5 ways that you can actually thrive from the past, right? 5 ways for you to thrive from the past. So the first thing is that I want you to first of all understand, take an acknowledgement of the things that are affecting your life currently that happened to you in the past. Maybe you lost a loved one. Maybe you had a breakup in a relationship. Are you still living in that past relationship? Is the past person impacting the negative things that the person did to you in the past? is that impacting your current relationship? Because at the end of the day, guess what happened? It means that you're not giving the current relationship your full attention, right? You're not giving your current relationship your full attention. At the end of the day, you are giving your current relationship, you are taking whatever you've learned or whatever baggage that you have from the past to bring it to the present, and that will, of course, negatively impact the future. So what I want you to think about is just understand how the past thoughts, how the negative things that happened to you in the past, how your relationship with those things that happened to you in the past is currently impacting your present, and of course is damaging your future. So when I saw this quote, I was so excited because it gives us an opportunity to think about, just first of all, take a stock and to understand that the past is the past, and the only person who brings that past to the present is you, right? You're the only one that brings that past to the present. Now, the next thing is there's always a pencil to create a future, which means that there's no eraser. There is no eraser. You can't take it out no matter what happened to you in the past. There's no way you can take it out from history. You can't, unless you want to brainwash yourself. If you brainwash yourself, guess what happens? The past is still going to stay there, but not just in your reality, right? But guess what happened? Now, you as a person, there is no eraser for you. There's no eraser for you to erase the past, but there is a pencil that you can write the future. Each and every one of us have that pencil. We have that pencil to create our future. We have an opportunity, and that pencil could be anything. That pencil could be an actual pencil that you have to write your goals, your vision, your objectives, like many of us do. That pencil could mean an open door, a new opportunity, right? That pencil could mean a new job. That pencil could mean a new relationship. That pencil could mean can mean new ways of living. That pencil could mean new habits. That pencil could be everything. Pencil could be everything and anything, but at the end of the day, it's something that you have to understand, that you have the ability, you have the capability of living the life that you want. You have the ability to write in the future that you want to create. You are the author of your future. Stop living in the past, because the past is still in the past, and the only person that brings the past to the future, to the present, is you. So the five things that I'm going to share with you guys now, that for you to actually thrive. The first one is learn how to capture your thoughts. Learn how to capture your thoughts, and it's difficult for you to capture your thoughts because I recently learned that for each day we have about 980,000 or 980 thoughts that goes through our mind. Just imagine the thoughts that go through your mind, right? There's always the thought when you wake up in the morning, you feel like, I'm so tired. And I don't want to do this. I'm so sleepy. I don't want to work. I want to go to bed. I want to just lay down and watch TV. We have all these thoughts that are going on in our mind, but at the end of the day, your physical body and your mind, your mindset, if you're a person that has a positive mindset, your physicality, at the end of the day, you are taking up upon yourself to say, I do not want to follow my mind. I don't want to deal with whatever my mindset keep playing games with me, playing tricks on me, right? You are positive. You will say, what, I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to do the adverse. I'm going to do the reverse of what my mindset is telling me to do. If my mindset is telling me to go to sleep or to wake up in the morning or not to exercise like I wanted to, I will do the exercise anyways. Whatever happens. Right. Number 2, think about the person you want to be. Think about the person you want to be in the future. Right now, that's the second point of how to eliminate the past. First thing, you've learned how to capture your thoughts. The second thing, think about the person you want to be in the future. Maybe you need to buy a new car, right? You need to have a new wife or a new husband, a new girlfriend, a new boyfriend. Maybe you're looking for a new relationship. Maybe you're looking for a new job, right? One of the things that have actually worked for me is I try to visualize, and I know so many people know about the vision board, right? The vision board, if you create something what you have, you can have a mindset of what you want to have. Maybe you want to have a car. You can go online, get that car. The beautiful design. You can print it out, put in a sticker, put it somewhere on your computer, put it somewhere on your mirror that you can see every day. That keeps your mindset focused. You can say, no, I want to be like Beyonce. I want to be like Rihanna. Whoever. Maybe it's not even the person, right? Maybe it's just something that you want to become. Maybe it's just something you want to you want to do in the future. So one of the second lesson I want to actually do is visualize the person that you want to be. Visualize the person that you want to become as you're living in the present. How do you want to become? So think about that person. Visualize. If you have to have a cartoon character of that person, you have to look it up online or create something about that person that you want to be in the future. Put it somewhere and let that be your target. Number 3, maintain a positive mindset. Yes, that sounds so cheesy, right? Sounds so cheesy about positive mindset, but at the end of the day, once you're able to maintain a positive mindset, it makes you focus on the future. It keeps you accountable. It keeps you focused on what it is that you want to be, what it is that you want to do with your life. But at the end of the day, now how do you maintain a positive mindset? There's so much content out there, right? You can follow people on social media. You can follow people with positive mindset, or people who inspire you on social media. You can look at apps. There's motivational apps there. We can watch videos. There's a lot of content. You can listen to podcasts. There's a lot of content out there to stimulate your mind, to keep you focused, personally, I use a lot of podcast content, right? When I'm driving, sometimes when I'm working, I just put something in my ears that keeps my mind focused. Because at the end of the day, my mind, of course, is capable of going 200 miles per hour, but 200 miles per hour within a second, right? But at the end of the day, I want something that will keep me focused. I want something that will be able to keep my mind focused. I want something that will be able to give me the ability to concentrate and focus on the thing that I want to do, maybe the job that I want to complete, the task that I want to achieve, and the future that I want to create for myself. The 4th point, become deaf to naysayers. It's important because at the end of the day, the naysayers and the people are the same people who keep reminding you of the past. They remind you of the things that you did in the past. Maybe you did something wrong and they're trying to hold you accountable for that. Maybe they're pulling you back to say, because of that thing that you did in the past, it's actually impacting you right now. Because of that thing you did in the past, that's why you're not doing something in the future. That's why this thing is not happening for you in the future. So become deaf to naysayers, and it just ties right into number 5 point, because when you become deaf to naysayers, it's practically impossible for you to maintain that deafness of naysayers by yourself. Now, number 5 point is attach yourself with people of positive ability, people who are holding you accountable. I personally have a friend that I give him a call. Maybe we speak just once a month, right? I will speak for like 3 to 4 hours. So we touch on every topic. So that's one of the kind of, maybe you need somebody like that in your life. Maybe you need somebody who will hold you accountable, right? Maybe you need somebody who's going to reach out to you and ask you, hey, how you doing? Maybe you need somebody that you can talk to and explain to them your troubles, so they'll advise you or tell you where you're going wrong, or push you back to the right path, right? But you need that person, because without that person, it'll be very challenging for you to keep that level of deafness to naysayers, because naysayers will always stay there. Naysayers could be family members, they could be people in your life, they could be your co-worker, they could be your boss, they could be there could be anybody that you look up to, right? They could be even your kids, right? But now, how do you maintain that deafness of naysayers? How do you maintain that level of deafness that does not, so that it shouldn't impact their negative energy of the past should not affect your present and the future that you're about to create for yourself? So maintaining a relationship with somebody, or maintaining some kind of accountability relationship, maybe you can have a coach, you can have a personal coach, or maybe it doesn't have to be a coach, maybe a friend, somebody who is going to hold you accountable for real, right? Someone's going to hold you accountable for real, and you can actually stand up to and say, you know what, I'm sorry, this is what I actually said I was going to do. I failed to do it. I'm about to press the reset button and just get back to it, right? Press the reset button and get back to it. So you want to have somebody like that in your life to actually keep you accountable. Now, the assignment that I have for you, the exercise that I have for you, what I want you to actually get from today's episode is, this is one of the most important aspects of today's episode. What I want you to do, right? Take 5, 10, 20 minutes, whatever works for you. take a stock of what is just on the first of all, understand some of the things that are happening in your life right now. How are the things that happened in the past? How does your past impact your current activity? How does the things that you did in the past impacting you now? How have they impacted you? Are they impacting you negatively or positively? Right? If they are impacting you negatively, you want to first of all evaluate how are they impacting your joy? How are they impacting your present joy? How are they impacting the expected happiness I want to create for yourself? Right? If you, for example, if you lost, maybe you made a bad investment, right? And you're still holding yourself back to that bad, maybe you made a bad investment of a huge sum of money, $10,000, $20,000, $1 million, right? And you're still holding yourself accountable. You're still, regretting that decision of what you made. That decision has already happened. The loss have already occurred. But if you continue to bring that event to the present, it's not going to serve you in the future, because now it's actually impeding you from having to take a risk of making a second investment that may be the growth investment for you in the future. That's just an example, but just take a stock of the things that are currently happening in your life. How are they impacting your present activity? The things that happened in the past, how are they impacting you presently? And how are you able to actually bring them in the future? How are they impacting the life that you want to be able to create for yourself? So the 5 points: capture your thoughts. Think about the person. Number 2, think about the person that you want to be in the future. Number 3, maintain a positive mindset. Number 4, make sure you become deaf to naysayers. And number 5, make sure that you have some kind of accountability partner. All right, guys, so that's the 5 points that I wanted to share with you guys on how you can actually let your past be in the past and take the opportunity and become aware that you have the pencil. There is a pencil for you to create a future. There is a pencil for you to write the future, because there is no eraser to erase the past. So when you wake up in the morning, think about the things that have occurred in your past. Know that there's no eraser to erase the past, and there's always a pencil to create a future. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. And if you love this episode, smash the subscribe button on YouTube. Make sure to share this video on YouTube with your friends. And love this video, make sure to actually subscribe to the YouTube channel, right? And if you, of course, share this on any podcast platform that you listen to your podcast, make sure to share this episode again. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next episode. Remain blessed.